ready.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And good evening, everybody. It's baseball time in Haysville. Todd Hook and Chris Worrell with you, bringing you live Haysville Aviators baseball action. Tonight, the Aviators entertain the Wichita Sluggers. They come in 7-9. They are coached by Jake Jones and Evan Smith. Here's how they will go. Mason Hartman will lead it off and play second base. Adam Thies will be the designated hitter, and he'll hit second. Hitting third will be Colton Burtis. He will be over at shortstop. Julian Ripp will be in the cleanup spot and play right field. Hitting fifth, Abel Osorio will do the catching. Hitting sixth, Chris Lopez. He will be out in left field. Dalton Daly will be over at third base and hit seventh. Josh Jones will be at first base and hit eighth. And rounding out the order will be Caden Cahoot. He will be in center field. Sluggers 7-9 beat the Aviators last night 5-4. So Aviators trying to get a little revenge tonight. Defensively for the Aviators, left to right in the outfield, it'll be Candor, Gordon, and Stevens. Schaefer over at third base, Robinson at short, Jansen at second base. Dejan Reynoso will be over at first base. Doing the catching will be Nick Martin. And on the mound, out of Aquinas College, Bruce Burstra. He's appeared in 4 games so far this summer, 3 starts, 11 innings of work. He's given up 16 hits, 12 runs, 3 walks, 13 strikeouts, and he has an ERA of 8.18. We're just about ready to go, folks. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Been a while since we have talked. First pitch weather, 90 degrees, heat index 96, wind is out of the southeast at 18. So summer has arrived in south central Wichita, and we're ready to go. It looks like about 4 minutes early. First pitch to Mason Hartman is swung on and missed, and he's in the hole 0-1. Hartman 271 on the season out of Pitt State, selected to the Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star Game. Bounce to the right side, and that is Jansen. Goes to his right, over to first in time. Pretty good play there by Jansen. Had to go pretty far to his right to get it, and there's one away. With one out, it'll be Adam Thies, designated hitter, hitting .244. He'll step in From the right side, out of Neosho Community College, local guy out of Wichita. A lot of Wichita guys in this lineup. First pitch to him is low, ball one. And the 1-0 bounced to Schaefer. He gets it on the big hop, backhands it, and over to first. And that'll do it for Thies. So far, so good for Bruce Burstra. A couple of good ground ball outs, and they're 2 away. That'll bring up Colton Burtis, shortstop out of UCO. Be University of Central Oklahoma. He is also an all-star. Comes from Edmond. He'll step in from the right side, hitting .490. Good numbers. Off-speed pitch, just missed low and away. Didn't miss by much. One ball and no strikes. Just underway. Top of the first. That is bounced to the shortstop. That is Robinson to his left. He'll pick it up. Over to first in time, and the Sluggers go in order. We have played a half an inning from Wichita. No score. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back, folks. We go to the bottom half of the first. Here's how the Aviators will go. They come in 10-5. They lost a nail-biter last night 5-4 to this same Sluggers club. They are coached by Lance Spongeberg and Mitch Kellogg. Charlie Gordon will lead it off and play center field. Chris Robinson will hit second. He will be over at shortstop. Levon Reynoso will be the designated hitter and hit third. Brother Deshaun Reynoso will be in the cleanup spot and play first base. Keaton Candor will hit fifth, and he'll play left field. Thomas Stevens will be in right and hit sixth. Jake Schaefer will be over at third base and hit seventh. Hitting eighth, the catcher, Nick Martin. And rounding out the order, Ian Jansen. He will be at second base. Again, that's Gordon Robinson, Levon Reynoso, Deshaun Reynoso, Candor, Stevens, Schaefer, Martin, and Jansen. Defensively for the Wichita Sluggers, left to right in the outfield will be Lopez, Cahoot, and Rip. Daly over at third, Burtis at short, Hartman at second base. Jones will be over at first. Osero will do the catching. And out of Fort Hays State University, it'll be Patty Walsh. Tall, gangly right-hander. He's appeared in 3 games, all starts. 24 innings of work, 22 hits, 15 runs, 10 walks, and 24 strikeouts. Pretty stingy ERA of 3.37. So we're ready to go. Here's Charlie Gordon. First pitch to him is in there at the knees. Strike one. He's out of LSU Eunice. 222. Off-speed pitch. Good take there by Gordon. And it's 1-1. Aviators come in hitting .252 as a team, giving up just south of 3 runs a game. So a 2.93 ERA. That is outside 2-1. That is bounced right side, just inside the bag. And Gordon around first. He is headed to second. Rip over to pick it up. And Gordon in there without a play at second base. So good news for the Aviators. A leadoff double by Charles Gordon. That'll bring up Chris Robinson. He'll step in from the right side out of East Texas Baptist. Nice numbers, 310 on the year. We're about halfway through. Shortstop tonight. So he'll get his first look at Patty Walsh, a runner at second base. We're in the bottom of the first, still no score, and nobody out. Shows bunt, gets it down, foul. Boy, just foul. Good job by Daly. He let it go. Pretty good call on his part because he wasn't going to get Robinson if he picked it up. So Robinson will retreat. He will try it again. We will see if Coach Spongeburg wants to do some more small ball. Lots of options with Chris Robinson. He can hit for power. He can also split a gap and steal a base. Third baseman in, that would be Daly. He is creeping. Off-speed pitch is fouled back. It's 0-2. He had a good hack at that one. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Just underway in the bottom of the first, no score. And the pitch, that is going to be into center field. They're going to send the runner. And Cahoot up with it. He will bobble it in center field. Hustling all the way is Robinson. He will be into second base. And Haysville takes the early lead, 1-0. So on the bobble in center field, Robinson instinctively running hard out of the box, took second. If you just coast down to first base, that is not an opportunity for you, but that was not the case with Robinson. And he's at second base with nobody out. Here's Levon Reynoso. Off-speed pitch floats high. He's out of Chesapeake College, selected to the Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star. 3, 4, and 5 of the Haysville lineup tonight are All-Stars, so pretty tough outs. 0-1, that is down the left field line, foul. He was out ahead of that one, got that one on the end of the bat, and it's 0-2. Aviators hitting .252 as a team. They are 10-5 on the season. No balls, 2 strikes. And here it is. That is to the third baseman. Daly up with it. Looks the runner back over to first in time. And they're 1 away. That ball was hit on the button. Pretty good play by Daly to stay with it. And they're 1 away. 1 out. Here's the cleanup guy, Deshaun Reynoso. Nice numbers also, 321. Also is an all-star out of Chesapeake. Still runner at second base, 1 away, 1 run across. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. Nice night for baseball, a little windy, but that's going to keep the skeeters away, hopefully. And the 1-0. That is bounce left side, high hopper for Burtis. He's up with it over to first in time. And Robinson over to third. So a productive out for Deshaun Reynoso. And they're 2 away. Last couple of guys squared him up, but it was right at somebody. Here's Keaton Candor. All-star out of Concordia. Nice numbers, 375. Robinson over at third. And a pitch. It's in the dirt. And Robinson is going to try to score. And he gets in there under the tag. Ball did not get very far away from Rosario. He went and got it himself, came back and tried to put the tag on. And Robinson slid on the first base side of home plate, got in under it. And it's 2-0 Haysville. So a couple of good hustle plays right there by the Aviators. Put themselves in position, and they lead it 2-0. And the 1-0. That is in there at the belt. And it's 1 ball and a strike. Good to have Darren Robinson in the stands tonight. He is our helmet designer. That's in there for a strike, 1 and 2. I take the helmets to Darren at Campus High School, and he spends all of second semester designing and repainting. We certainly appreciate it. 1-2. That is low. Good take there by Candor. That was below the knees. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. 2 runs across here in the bottom of the first. That is lifted to center. Left fielder does not see it. Lopez can't find it. That will fall just fair. That was about a foot fair. That was hit a mile high, and Candor's going to cruise in with a double. Well, nobody pointed it out to Lopez. And the Aviators are going to take advantage of it. So Jake Jones out of the dugout. They're going to talk about it for a minute. Tomorrow and Friday, Newton will be in for a 7 o'clock first pitch. And this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the Aviators will be in Great Bend. So still have tomorrow night and Friday night to come out and see your Aviators. Yesterday's scores, of course, the Sluggers took care of the Aviators 5-4. At one time, the Aviators were leading 4-0 in that one. Hutch took care of Newton 6-3 down at Eck. Andale beat El Dorado 12-11. Derby took care of Salina 6-5, and Cheney beat Mulvane at the Eck last night 3-2. So there's your scores from last night. Get to the standings in just a little bit. Conference is over. Looks like Patty Walsh will continue to work. First pitch to Stevens. That is right at Cahoot. He will snare it, and that'll do it. So Haysville will strand one, but get a couple. After 1 inning of play, Haysville 2 and Wichita Sluggers nothing. We'll be back. And welcome back. We go to the top of the second. Aviators get a couple in the bottom of the first. They lead it 2-0. Sluggers will send 4, 5, and 6. It'll be Rip, Osario, and Lopez. Sluggers went in order in the first inning. Burstra has settled in so far. Here is Julian Rip, 231 on the season, out of South Carolina Upstate. He will step in from the right side. Right fielder tonight. First pitch swinging, and that is a one-hop shot to Jansen. He gloves it over to first in time. And there's one away. 1 pitch and 1 out. Burstra couldn't get any better than that.
Now batting number 32, Abel Osario.
That'll bring up the catcher, Abel Osario. Nice numbers, 375 on the season. He's out of Tarleton State. Troutdale, Oregon. Throws right, bats left. He will step in. And the pitch. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Two to nothing Aviators. We're on the top of the second. And 1 out, nobody on. Big hack. That is fouled into the Sluggers dugout. Everybody's scrambling for cover over there. 90 degrees, heat index of 96. Hard on us, huh? Heavy, folks. 0-2. That is foul back. Pretty good at bat for Osario, fouling off a lot of pitches. 0-2. That is foul back. Ball was a little bit up, but able to foul it off just in case. Sluggers hitting .269 as a team, and they're giving up 5 3/4 of a run per game. Lopez is next. Here's the 0-2. Like he took a little off and just missed low. 1-2. Pretty good 0-2 pitch. Good take for Rosario. Nice crowd on hand. 1-2. That is a soft liner to Reynoso at first base. He will corral it, and they're 2 away. So far, so good for Bruce Burstra.
Now batting number 21, Chris Lopez.
Getting all the sluggers in order. 2 away, the left fielder Chris Lopez. He's out of Murray State. Comes from Puerto Rico. First pitch to him. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. Sure appreciate meeting everybody at the Parents Weekend last Sunday. I enjoyed visiting with the folks, seeing who raised these wonderful young men. So I appreciate meeting you and appreciate everybody making the trip. And we had a nice fellowship and a nice meal. Also appreciate the board for putting it on. It's fantastic every year. 2-1 now to Lopez. 295. Two-one, swung on and missed. He had a nice hack at that one, and it's 2-2. Always fun to meet parents because they have put in a lot of time and effort and bought several sets of tires, taking these guys to the ballpark. 2-2. That's low. Nice take there by Lopez. But that was clearly below the knees, and it's 3-2. All great ball players have great parents. That's just my philosophy, and I can prove it over and over and over again. Here's the 3-2. That is drilled to left field. That'll get down. And a good at bat for Chris Lopez. He's aboard. First base hit of the ball game for the Sluggers.
Now batting number 17, Dalton Daly.
Fastball up just a smidge, and Lopez tattooed it into left field. He's aboard, 2 away. Here's Dalton Daly out of Yavapai. Nice numbers also. Third baseman, 300 on the season. Runner at first, that would be Lopez. Pretty good lead over there. And the first pitch to Daly, in there for a strike. Hate to beat this to death, but I've had a lot of great athletes over the years, but the parenting side wasn't too whoopee, and they didn't last long. That's not the case at this place. That's a soft ground ball to the second baseman. That'll eat up Jansen. That was a slick 7 hopper to Jansen at second base. Maybe should have come and got it. But Daly is aboard on the error, and it's first and second. I think one of the things that great parents do is they empower children. And this is probably more than you guys wanted to know, but it's on my mind. And if you're not at the ballpark, you have to listen to it. Here's Josh Jones. First pitch swinging, that's popped up, and that'll get out of play. And it's strike 1. Neat thing about talking to these guys is whenever you're before the game, these guys have such short memories. They've forgotten yesterday and they're ready to go today. And that comes from parenting, I believe. And the 0-1, wow, didn't miss by much. Must have been outside. It's 1-1. So this psychology lecture brought to you by hookbats.com. 1-1. That is popped foul. That'll get out of play. Nice play by a young man in the stands. Gets it on the second hop. Plays it off the bleachers. Ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that's way up. Tried to Maybe get that one up around his eyes. Maybe he would chase. Good discipline by Josh Jones. Hitting 194 out of Tabor College. Local guy from Wichita. First and second, 2 away. That is Sky to left and Candor in and to his left. He will haul it in, and that'll do it. So the Sluggers will strand a couple. We played 1.5. Aviators 2. Wichita Sluggers nothing. We'll be back.
Be sure to ask about
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. Going to the home half of the second. Aviators lead it 2-0. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Aviators. It'll be Schaefer, Martin, and Jansen. Walsh out for his second inning of work. Only took him 16 pitches to get out of the first inning, which is acceptable. Coach Kemnitz would like to keep it around 13. That would be the ultimate. Anyway, Schaefer hitting .238 out of Glendale Community College. First pitch to him. That's in there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Schaefer, third baseman tonight. Off-speed pitch. Misses outside. It's 1-1. Good take. Just want to warn you, we do have a train coming, so must be the 7:20. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. Two-1, swung on and missed. Boy, he had a nice cut at that one. And it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. That's low. Nice take again by Schaefer. Boy, he has a good eye at the plate. Lots of discipline. And it's 3-2. Schaefer's batting average continues to climb up to .238 now. That's high and away, and he'll walk him. So a good at bat for Schaefer. He's aboard with nobody out. That'll bring up the catcher, Nick Martin. He's also out of Glendale Community College. Wanted me to give a shout out to his folks listening in out in Los Angeles. I think that's west of here. Sure appreciate it. Hope you're not stuck in traffic. First pitch is outside. So Patty Wall struggling a little bit with command here in the second. Ball and no strikes. Nice lead over there by Schaefer. Shows bunt, gets it down. Nice bunt down the third base line. The only play that Walsh will have is first base. He'll pick it up, flip to the first baseman Jones. And the sacrifice is complete. So a good piece of hitting for Martin, moving the runner over. And they're 1 away. We'll bring up the second baseman, Ian Jansen. Out of Saginaw Valley State, hitting .087. First pitch to him. Off-speed pitch is way out. and was 1-0. Aviators 10-5. They are 1.5 games ahead of Derby, who is in second place. 1-0. That's outside. El Dorado 7-7, 2.5 games out of first place, followed by Mulvane 8-10, 3.5 out, and Newton 7-10, 4 games out of first place. That's the Sunflower Collegiate League East Division. Get to the West a little bit later. Here's the 2-0. It's in there at the knees, and it's 2-1. Schaefer led it off with a walk. He was moved over by Nick Martin. 2-1. That's in the dirt. Nice smother by Osario. That was able to keep Schaefer right there. Do have some softball games going on behind us. Hopefully they won't have any profane language from any coaches tonight. Apologize if you heard that during our last broadcast. 3-1. That's in there at the knees. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And we're in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Aviators. And a snap throw to second. And Schaefer back in there head first. He'll need to do some laundry tonight. He is going to call time. He is shaking his left hand. Looks like may have jammed it on the bag there. He seems to be all right. All these guys out here tougher than a box of rocks. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to the 9-hole man Jansen. Fastball right down the middle. He'll take it and watch it. And there are 2 away.
Now batting number 20, Charles Gordon.
Good fastball from Patty Walsh. I think maybe Jansen was looking for something else, and the fastball got by him in a hurry. Here's Charlie Gordon. Led it off with a double and scored a run. He will step in. Center fielder tonight. LSU Eunice. And the pitch, off-speed pitch, is bounced foul. No balls and a strike, 2 away. Gordon with a chance to drive in run number 3 with a base hit. And tried to check his swing, and he went too far, and it's 0-2. Looked like a pretty nasty slider there from Walsh with a very sharp break. No balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Gordon. He's going to spread it out a little bit and put the ball in play. And he'll wear that one off the backside. And he had him down 0-2, and he hit him in the cracked part.
Now batting number 2, Chris Robinson.
First and second now. Here's Chris Robinson. Singled and scored in the first. So Gordon at first and Schaefer down at second base. Robinson 1 for 1. And he lays off the off-speed pitch, and it's 1-0. Robinson out of East Texas Baptist, shortstop tonight. And a 1-0. That is a bouncer to the right side. Second baseman charging. That's Hartman. He's up with over to first, and that'll do it. So the Aviators strand a couple. We've played 2. They lead it 2-0. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third. Aviators lead it 2-0 over the Wichita Sluggers. 9-1-2 expected for the Sluggers. It'll be Cahoot, Hartman, and Thies. 26 pitches through a couple of innings for Burstra. He has settled in very nicely. He has only given up 1 hit and no runs. Cahoot 289, nice numbers. First pitch swinging, that's a high hopper to Schaefer. He's up with it, throws a BB to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting number 12, Mason Hartman.
That'll bring up the top of the order, Mason Hartman, 0 for 1 today. Bounced out to the right side in the first. All-star out of Pitt State, hitting .271. Shows bunt and gets it down. Burstra up with it. Over to first in time. Throw was a bit up the line, but Reynoso snagged it and applied the tag, and they're 2 away. Adam Thies stepping in out of Neosho. 0 for 1 today, 244 at the start of the day. First pitch just missed high and in, and it's ball 1. And a 1-0. That is bounced foul. Played nicely by the third case coach, Jake Jones. Ranging to his right. Does need a new fungo, though. Pointed that out earlier before the game. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. I told him I knew a guy that made those. Maybe he'll call him. Here's the 1-2. That is lifted to left down the line. Candor, he did not pick it up. So did not see it right off the bat. That's the second guy that's having trouble picking up the baseball. Do have a little sun is behind some overcast. Is not yet set. So nobody called it foul, so Thies was at second base. He has now just got the memo that it was foul. He is going to retreat. And it's 2-2. Two away, nobody on, top of the third. Burstra trying to get out of it. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch is low, and it's 3-2. Sluggers will be at Cheney Thursday and Friday. And Saturday and Sunday at El Dorado. So a 4-game road trip. 5 counting this one. That's fouled back into the mass of people. I think we ought to have hard hat night. Instead of t-shirts, everybody gets a hard hat. 3-2. That is fisted foul. That's probably why I'm not an owner of one of these teams. That's one of many reasons. Actually, if you want to know the truth, my wife and I did own one of these teams while we were in Oklahoma. That was 11 years ago. We were the Enid Pilots. 3-2. Guess that must have been 2-2. Go to sleep one time up here and you miss something. Now it's 3-2, 2 away. And the pitch. That is lifted to right. Stevens coming hard, and it'll be Gordon. He'll call him off. And that'll do it. So the Sluggers go in order. We've played 2.5. 2-0 Haysville. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Hey, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the third. Haysville leads it 2-0.
Number 19.
Meat of the order for the Aviators. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. It'll be Levon, Deshaun, and Keaton Candor. Not the three guys you want to face, but Walsh out there for inning number 3. He's only thrown 35 pitches through 2 innings. Not bad. First pitch is driven deep to left. Lopez going back near the track, looking up, gone. So Levon Reynoso takes the first pitch, deposits it squarely on 63rd Street, and the Aviators lead it 3-0. That was a fastball right down the middle, belt high, and Levon Reynoso got all of it. Folks, the wind's blowing out, but this is a big ballpark here. 335 down the line and 375 in the alleys and over 400 in center. Here is Deshaun Reynoso. First pitch swinging, and that's popped to left. Coming hard is Lopez. He will go to a knee and haul it in. Good play for Lopez and left. And they're one away.
Keaton Candor.
So one away. Here's Keaton Candor. He is 1 for 1 today. Doubled in the first. 375 at the start of the day. First pitch is high and away. Ball 1. Aviators at home tomorrow and Friday with Newton. That is ripped to left center. That'll split the gap and be up against the wall. So Candor will cruise into second base for his second double of the ball game. He is on fire. He is also an all-star. That all-star game, folks, will be played next Tuesday at X Stadium. Home Run Derby will begin at 6 with the game at 7. It'll be the Sunflower Collegiate League East versus the West. Come on out for a good night of baseball and entertainment. The only baseball in town this summer. Here's Thomas Stevens. First pitch to him. That's in there for a strike. Flew out to center in the first. He's 0 for 1. 244 out of LSU Eunice. And the off-speed pitch way high. 1-1 now. One ball, one strike, one away. One run across on the big bomb by Reynoso. That swung on and missed. Representing the East All-Stars for Haysville be Ian Wong, Dylan Reynoso, Tooley, and Levon Reynoso and Keaton Candor. Coach Spongeberg will be the head coach. That swung on and missed. And there's 2 away.
Now batting number 32, Jake Schaefer.
Second strike out of the ball game for Patty Walsh. Here's Jake Schaefer. Walked in the second and was stranded. 2:38 at the start of the day. Third baseman tonight. Fastball is high and away. Ball 1. Nick Martin would be next. Both these guys out of Glendale Community College. And the 1-0. That's in there at the knees. Good fastball from Walsh and a good location. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hand appears to be okay. One. Tried to check his swing. He went around. And it's 1-2. Pretty filthy slider there from Patty Walsh. Ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second base. That would be Candor. Bounced foul. And in and out of the hands of Coach Spongeberg. Playing a little keep away from Walsh now. He finally corrals it. Ball and 2 strikes. Schaefer, a tall young man. Looks more linebacker material. 1-2. Fastball just missed outside. Good take there by Jake. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Runner at second base. Pitch. That is foul straight back. Good fastball from Walsh, but Schaefer had it timed perfectly. Two and 2. Here it is. A little change of pace, and Schaefer able to keep his hands back just long enough to foul it off. So a good at bat for Schaefer, fouling off a lot of pitches. That was pitch number 50 through 2 2/3 for Patty Walsh. 2-2. That is up the middle for a base hit. They will send Candor. Cahoot up with it. He won't have a play. And Schaefer with an RBI and a base hit.
Now batting number 21, Nick Martin.
So run number 2 scores in this inning. It's now 4-0 Haysville. Schaefer aboard. And that'll bring up the catcher, Nick Martin. Got his own very unique walk-up music. Not sure what it's saying, but maybe I don't want to know. Pretty good lead over there by Schaefer. First pitch to Martin. That's in there for a strike. Martin was credited with a sacrifice in the second. And the pitch just missed inside. Good take there. 1-1. Martin out of Los Angeles. Huge lead over there by Jake Schaefer. That is in there at the knees. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Osario. Schaefer unable to advance. Count now 2-2. 2 away, 2 runs across. We're in the bottom of the third. 4-0 Aviators. 2-2. That is through the left side for a base hit. So Martin with a base hit. Schaefer is going to go to third, and he will be thrown out by about 10 feet. So that'll do it for the Aviators. They're going to strand one, but they get a couple. We've played 3. Aviators now lead at 4-0. We'll be back. And welcome back. Go to the top of the fourth. All Aviators so far, they lead it 4-0. 3, 4, and 5 for the Sluggers. It'll be Burtis, Rip, and Osario here in the top of the fourth. Burtis, an all-star out of UCO in Edmond. He's 0 for 1 tonight. No balls and a strike. Nice numbers, 490 on the season. That is bounced foul. Played nicely by Jake Jones. Burtis, a shortstop, comes from Edmond. And the 0-2. That is fouled out on the right side. Count remains 0-2. All-stars for the Sluggers, Jarrett Dotson and Lane Ketter, both pitchers. Zach Batsley, a catcher. Colton Burtis, of course, infielder. And Mason Hartman, an outfielder. So those are your all-stars representing the West squad at the Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star Game next week. That's in the dirt. That's smothered nicely by Martin. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. That's low and away. 2-2 now. Two top of the fourth. Nobody out, nobody on. That is bounced left side. Robinson will get it on the big hop over to first. And just gets Burtis by a step. And there's one away.
Now batting number 19, Julian Ripp.
One down. It'll be Julian Ripp. 0 for 1 tonight. Bounced out to the right side. One away top of the fourth. 4-0 Aviators. And a pitch. That is into right field. Stevens coming hard and will haul it in. Boy, tough play. He's looking right into that setting sun. Good jump. And they're 2 away. That'll bring up the catcher, Abel Osorio. He will step in from the left side. He's 0 for 1. A soft liner to the first baseman in the second inning. Nice numbers, 375 at the start of the day. First pitch swinging, that is just over the head foul of Deshaun Reynoso. That one was off the hands. Just about fell in there. No balls and a strike, 2 away, and nobody on. Osorio out of Troutdale, Oregon. And the 0-1 in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Burstra 37 pitches through 3 innings. So he's been pretty economical. That's 2-1. That's high. Nice night for baseball. Nice breeze out of the south. Temperature high 80s. 2-1. That's bounced foul. Osorio doing the catching tonight. Zach Baxley, the regular catcher, has the night off. That is ripped down the right field line, foul. So Osorio got the bat head out on that one. And the count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Not a real convincing 2-2 pitch from Burstra. That'll run it to full with 2 away. Burstra got the Sluggers in order in the third and in the first. That is to center field. Gordon back and to his left, has a beat on it, and will haul it in. And the Sluggers go in order here in the fourth. We've played 3.5. 4-0 Aviators. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Welcome back. We go to the home half of the fourth. Aviators lead at 4-0. It'll be 9-1-2. Jansen, Gordon, and Robinson scheduled. Looks like Lumpkin now playing left field for the Sluggers. Looks like some other changes. We'll get those as we catch them. No spotter in this business. First pitch. That is inside. Ball 1. Looks like the catcher. I don't think that's Or is that Osario? That is Connor Peterson now doing the catching. Looks like he was crossed up. That is bounced right side. That'll get inside the bag at first. And Jansen will be around first. Into second base, the leadoff double. So a good start for the Aviators. And Jansen needed a base hit in the worst way. So he's 1 for 2. Top of the order, here's Charlie Gordon. 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch in the second. Doubled and scored in the first out of LSU Eunice. 2:22 at the start of the day. Center fielder. First pitch swinging. It's an off-speed pitch, slow roller to short. Not in time. So Gordon runs very well. He'll beat it out. And he's 2 for 2.
Now batting number 2, Chris Robinson.
Jansen had to hold at second base with the ball in front of him. Here is Chris Robinson. Robinson 1 for 2 today. And he will ask for time. 3:10 on the season out of East Texas Baptist. Bounced out right side in the second. Singled and scored in the first. Shows bunt, gets it down. Third baseman charging up with it. Not in time. A run will score. We'll see how they score it, but I'm thinking that's going to be a base hit. That would have been an extraordinary play for Daly at third. So Jansen comes around to score on the play. And indeed they are going to give him a hit, and I agree. So it's first and third. Aviators now lead it 5-0. Here's Levon Reynoso. 1 for 2. Big bomb in the third. He took the first pitch to 63rd Street. 400 at the start of the day. And the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. And Robinson down to second. No stolen base. That will be kind of defensive indifference there. So second and third. And still nobody out. 5-0 Aviators. That is popped foul over our head. Somebody has their dog and they're out sitting beyond the fence, and the dog went and got it. So what does the dog get at the concession stand for bringing the foul ball back? That's the question. And the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Looked a little anxious. And the sprinklers have come on. Folks, you don't see that every day. I think we should play through it. We don't need another rain out. Kind of reminds me of the movie Bull Durham when they needed a rain out. So they broke into the ballpark and turned the sprinklers on. So the good news is the dog has found the ball and has brought it back. I guess we probably need to get some doggy treats for the concession stand. Folks, the sprinklers have come on. We got a little B.J. Thomas playing on the intercom here. Little raindrops keep falling on your head. Coach is scrambling for cover, looking for the key to the on-off switch. could have a little baseball history today while we're sitting here in a rain delay. A man-made rain delay. Let's see what we got. Uh-oh, sprinklers are off now. What is the date today, the 25th? 26th. How about that? Well, we'll be ready next time. Looks like the sprinklers are off, and we're back ready to go. We'll have a little baseball history next time we have a minute. Kind of catch you up. Jansen led it off with a base hit, followed by base hits by Gordon and Robinson. Scored him, and it's 5-0. Lights coming on here at Vulcan Field, and the 1-2, and that swung on and missed. So I wonder what the numbers are if your at-bat is interrupted by sprinklers. Well, somebody probably ought to look that up and maybe tweet us. See what Reynoso is hitting during a sprinkler delay. 1-2. That is ripped foul down the left field side. Almost got the dog again. And I need to get a hard hat for that dog. Count 1-2, nobody out. That's in the dirt. Boy, blocked nicely by Peterson. That saved a run. And it's 2-2. 5-0 Aviators. Aviators with 10 hits. Sluggers with just 1. Little unfinished business. The Aviators lost to this club last night. That's another one in the dirt. That hit about 2 foot in front of home plate. And Peterson smothered it again. Good news is the sprinklers work pretty good. I think the monsoon season's over. We might need them. I've run my sump pump more than my sprinkler system. Here's the 3-2. That is popped foul. I think that's going to get out of play. It does. Peterson was a little unsure as to where it was. Second and third, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 4th. (3-2). That is ripped foul down our way. Almost got up to us. I would have had it. Good at bat for Levon Reynoso, the designated hitter out of Chesapeake. 3-2 is way high. And he'll walk him and load him up. So that'll bring up Dejan Reynoso. He is hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Also a member of the East All-Star team. 321, nice numbers. Chance to blow this thing wide open right here. Patty Walsh in a bit of a trouble. Off-speed pitch is outside. And it's ball 1. Understanding the College World Series, Vanderbilt leads at 5-1. I know everybody's probably watching this game. I'll give you a score update there. I'm sure they're giving score updates in Omaha about this game. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike, nobody out. Bases are loaded. And the 1-1, that is ripped foul. He got a pitch he can handle. And it's 1-2. Newton's in town tomorrow night and Friday night, 7 o'clock first pitch. If you can't come out, tune us in. 1-2. That is fouled back, and Reynoso still alive. Deshaun over at first base tonight. Has been doing some catching. And the 1-2. That is into center field. That'll get down. 1 run will score. They're sending the second run. And the throw is cut off by nobody. And everybody will move up on the error. So 2 runs across. And the Sluggers miss the cutoff man. And everybody will move up. So 2 RBIs for Dejan Reynoso. Levon down to third. And it's 7-0 Aviators here in the bottom of the 4th. Still nobody out. Peterson out to talk about it. Looks like some stirring in the Slugger bullpen. And appear to be a whole lot of urgency. Yeah. Cutoff man was missed there, so that allowed both base runners to move up. So there's your error. So 1 error apiece for each club. Here is Keaton Candor, another guy that can do some damage. And he takes a rip at the first off-speed pitch and misses wildly. 0-1. A lot of Aviators have taken a hack at first pitch off-speed stuff, and that's not going to make Coach Sponsberg very happy. And the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Boy, nice block by Peterson. That saved a run. It's 1-1. You want that guy on the hill to be able to throw that soft stuff early successfully, and usually they can't. So you need to lay off of it. 1-1. Looks like a left-hander getting loose. We'll get you the name in a minute. Here's the 1-1. That's in the dirt. Looks like number 27, Brandon Pettix, out of Alvin Community College. And a 2-1. That is fouled back. That got a piece of Peterson. He's going to have to walk around and mutter himself a little bit. Two-two now. Still nobody out. 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 4th. 7-0 Aviators. Ian Jansen led it off with a base hit, followed by hits from Charlie Gordon, Chris Robinson, a walk to Reynoso, and a base hit by Deshaun Reynoso. That swung on and missed, and not the best of at-bats for Keaton Candor, and there's 1 away.
Thomas Stevens.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Thomas Stevens. He's hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Strikeout victim in the 3rd. And flew out to center in the 1st. 2:44 at the start of the day. And the first pitch is low. And it's ball 1. 2nd and 3rd. And 1 out. One ball and no strikes. That's in the dirt. Nice take there by Thomas Stevens, and it's 2-0. Lance Sponsberg, the head coach, he will be the East All-Stars head coach from the All-Star game next week. Off-speed pitch catches the belt, and it's 2-1. Walsh out of Aurora, Colorado. Tall, gangly right-hander. This is pitch number 84 for him. Tried to check his swing, went around, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 2nd and 3rd. And the pitch. That is fouled. Again, got a piece of Peterson. going to be a little sore tomorrow, probably. I get sore mowing the yard. Which I did today, by the way, in case you're keeping track at home. 2-2. Off-speed pitch, swung through it and missed. And there are 2 away. So second strikeout of the ball game for Stevens.
Jake Schaefer.
Fourth strikeout of the ball game for Patty Walsh. That'll bring up Jake Schaefer. One for one with a walk, credited with an RBI in the third. Chance to get a couple right here with a base hit. Off-speed pitch floats right down the middle, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike, 2 away. Second and third, Walsh trying to get out of it. And that's in the dirt. Peterson going to ask for a new baseball. Here's the 1-1. Man, took a hack at that one. That was a off-speed pitch that stayed up around the letters. And it's 1-2. Walsh doing a pretty good job changing speeds. Not really fooling anybody on the fastball. One, two, and that one hit him. So he is down to first base in a hurry. Good hustle by Schaefer. So he's been walked and hit by a pitch and has a base hit. So they're loaded. Here is Nick Martin. 1 for 1 with a sacrifice out of Glendale. Doing the catching, trying to improve that .083 batting average. And I think he'll get there. Chance to blow it wide open. The 9th man to bat in the inning. Off-speed pitch misses low and away. Ball 1. Jansen would be next. He led off the inning with a base hit. 1-0, that's in the dirt. Boy, nice backhand by Peterson. That saved a run. And it's 2-0. Looked like Walsh tried to get a little extra on that one and overthrew it. And it's 2-0. 11 hits for the Aviators. And the pitch. It's in there for a strike. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That catches the outside corner. That'll even it up to 2-2. Martin was credited with a sacrifice in the second, a base hit, and was stranded in the third. 3 runs across here in the bottom of the fourth. 7-0 Aviators. Off-speed pitch misses high, and it's 3-2. So the runners will be off with the pitch. Walsh going to try to make a pitch, get his club off the field with no further damage. And the pitch, that is a little excuse me. That pitch was up in his eyes. Looked like he tried to hold up. Not sure whether he fouled that one off his foot. Umpire very quickly to call foul ball. I didn't see it hit his foot, but I'm not standing behind there either. So everybody will go back, and it's 3-2. Runners are away, and it's fouled back. So a good at bat for Nick Martin. He's going to make Walsh work for it. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded, and 3 runs across. Here's the pitch. That is low. Peterson tried to frame it, and he'll walk one in. Very close pitch. And that makes it 8-0. So it looks like going to have a change while we're waiting on the change. Why do you say we have a little this day in baseball history? Let's see what we can find for you here that might be halfway entertaining. See if we can find something from, boy, not much has happened lately. Let's see what we have here. Boy, not much looks really appealing. But in 1968 on this day, that'd be June the 26th, Major League Baseball's Executive Council recommends that both leagues be split into two six-team divisions by the 1969 season, a decision that is approved in July 10th, and I believe it is the same way today. So that happened this day in 1968, June the 26th. I don't remember it, but I'm sure it's accurate. So there you have it. New pitcher on the mound. Looks like number 27, Brandon Pettix.
For the Wichita Sluggers from Alvin Community College, number 27, Brandon Pettix.
So Pettix out of Alvin Community College. We'll get some numbers on him as they play the Carpenters over the loudspeaker. Cracks me up. I guess it's the Aviators' form of psychological warfare. Pettix has appeared in 3 games, 2 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 3 hits. He's given up 8 runs, 7 walks, 2 strikeouts, and he has an ERA of 27. So the tall, gangly left-hander out of Alvin, Texas. Actually, he's out of Port Neches, Texas. He goes to Alvin Community College. Will come in for Patty Walsh. So everybody on the base will be Walsh's responsibility. So it's now 6-1 Vandy in the College World Series. So it looks like Vanderbilt is rolling along, and I wouldn't have guessed that because Michigan appeared to be having their way with everybody. But I'm glad they went to the 3-game series. It's not going to make the Oklahoma State fans too happy. If there's anybody that needs reparations, it's the Oklahoma State fans, because there's no way when they were in the finals that whoever it was that beat them was going to beat them 2 games in a row. There's no way. Little sour grapes on that one. Sorry to bring that up. So it's Pettix now.
Number 18, Ian Jansen.
So it'll bring up Ian Jansen. He started this whole thing off about 30 minutes ago with a base hit and later scored. Bases remain loaded. And 2 away. Martin at first, Schaefer at second, and Dejan Reynoso over at third. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball, a good one, in there for a strike. From the looks of the numbers, command might be an issue. Kind of upside down in his walks and strikeouts. And the 0-1 swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. So far, so good for Pettix. He got a chance to get out of here with no further damage if he can get Jansen. Jansen 1 for 2, a strikeout victim in the second. That's inside, almost hit him. And it's 1-2. If you've ever made the trip to Omaha, you need to do so. It's a very worthwhile experience. And the 1-2, that's inside. Wow. Very close to hitting him, and it's 2-2. My wife and I were fortunate to go a couple times when they were still having it at the old Rosenblatt, which was a treat. have not been to the new ballpark. 2-2. That is foul straight back. Good fastball from Pettix. And it's 2-2. I guess the new ballpark is starting to grow on me a little bit. 2-2. Here it is. That's high and away. Boy, Peterson had to jump out there to get that one. And 3 balls and 2 strikes, and everybody will be on the move. A left-hander getting loose over in the Sluggers bullpen. And the 3-2 high, and he'll walk him. So Reynoso will score, and that makes it 9-0 Aviators. Everybody else will move up. And top of the order, here's Charlie Gordon. He will get his first look at Pettix. Base is still loaded. Haysville trying to go to 11-5. They lost to this club last night, 5-4. That might explain some of the urgency today that we are seeing. And the 1-0, that's high and away, and it's 2-0. So Pettix came in, and the only batter he has faced, he has walked. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And that's right down the middle. Good take there by Charlie Gordon. 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Having a good night out of LSU Eunice. 2-1, that's high and away, and it's 3-1. So command as advertised from Pettix. Pettix with a nice motion, just doesn't have able to spot up, and he'll walk him. So another run will score. That'll make it 10-0. So Schaefer will score. So the 6th run here in the 4th. That'll bring up Chris Robinson. Singled and scored about 40 minutes ago. First pitch to him is high. Good fastball from Pettix. He has good velocity, just not accurate. So the Aviators are probably going to take until they see a strike. That's high and away, and it's 2-0. Still 2 outs, bases still loaded. Last 2 runs have been due to walks. And a 2-0, that's right down the middle at the belt, and it's 2-1. Very nice velocity from Pettix. 2-1. That is foul straight back, and that'll run it to 2-2. Pretty good pitch sequence from Pettix. Burstra loosening up on the side due to the long inning. 2-2. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it for the Aviators. But the damage is done. They get 6 and leave them loaded. We have played 4. Aviators now lead at 10-0. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the fifth. Aviators get 6 in the bottom of the fourth. They lead at 10-0. 6, 7, and 8 for the Sluggers. It'll be Lopez, Daly, and Jones. Lopez, good night tonight. He's 1 for 1 out of Murray State. 295 at the start of the day. He has moved over to right field. First pitch is in there at the letter, strike 1. 52 pitches for Burstra through 4 innings, so pretty economical. Good outing for Bruce Burstra. That's low. One ball, one strike, nobody out. Just starting the top half of the fifth. All Aviators, they lead at 10-0. That's low and away. And it's 2-1. All-stars for the Sluggers, Dotson, Ketter, Baxley, Burtis, and Hartman. They will play next Tuesday night at the Eck. It's in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Cheney leads the West Division. They are 15-2, followed by Hutch. They're 4.5 games out in second place at 9-5. Great Bend 8-5, and the Sluggers 7-9, followed by Andale, bringing up the rear at 2-14, 12.5 games out of first place. 2-2. That's in the dirt. And it's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if Burstra can finish him off. Here it is. Inside, almost hit him. And a leadoff walk to Lopez. A leadoff walk with a 10-run lead will give a pitching coach indigestion on a good day. That'll bring up Dalton Daly. Reached on an error in the second, and he's only at bat. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. So command becoming an issue for Burstra here in the fifth. 1-0. That misses outside. Around the league today, Andale's at El Dorado, Hutch is at Newton, Derby's at Great Bend, and Cheney is at Mulvane. 2-0. That is wide, 3 balls and no strikes. Daly out of Yavapai. Nice numbers, 300 on the season. And the pitch. It's in there at the knees, 3-1. We'll see if Burstra can saddle up and get healthy here. Three-one is deep to left. Going back is Candor. He'll look up. Gone. That is off 63rd Street, and a 2-run homer for Dalton Daly, and it's now 10-2. That was a function of getting behind in the count and having to come out over the plate.
Now batting number 0, Josh.
Still nobody out. Here's Josh Jones. Jones 0 for 1 out of Tabor. Takes a pitch inside, ball 1. And the 1-0. Swung on and missed. That was up in his eyes. I think he was thinking 63rd Street also. Wind not as strong as it was at the beginning of the ball game. It's to take nothing away from Daly's shot. That was well struck. And a 1-1. Bounce left side. Robinson on the big hop. Picks it up. Over to first. In the dirt. And Reynoso unable to handle it. And an error. Second error of the ball game for the Sluggers. And still nobody out. You'd think we lived in a drag strip around here, the way it goes sometimes, but first pitch to Caden Cahoot is in there for a strike. He's 0 for 1. Bounced out left side in the third. That is foul straight back. And it's 0-2. Cahoot, nice numbers, 289 at the start of the day out of Fort Scott Community College. Out of Norris, Nebraska. 0-2. Popped up left side. Dejan Reynoso over and will make the catch for out number 1. Top of the order, here's Mason Harton. All-star out of Pitt State. Hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Second baseman hitting .271. First pitch swing, that's into right field. That'll get down. That'll be a base hit. And here is the throw to third. The throw gets away from the third baseman, and a run will score. So Hartman with a base hit. He is into second on the errant throw. That'll be another error. And Josh Jones scores, so the error will come back to bite the Aviators. So the wheels have fallen off here. It's now 10-3. A leadoff walk, then a 3-2 fastball to 63rd Street, followed by a throwing error. A bounce out, and another base hit, and another throwing error. 3 errors on the night for the Aviators. Here's Adam Thies. So not doing themselves any favors. Thies 0 for 2. Takes a pitch at the knees out of Neosho. 244 at the start of the day. He's in the designated hitter spot tonight. Hitting second in the order. And the 0-1. Off-speed pitch is right down the middle, 0-2. Few guys on the Aviator side out behind swinging some bats. Maybe we will see some substitutions. That's bounced to the third baseman. Schaefer gets it on the big hop. Throw is in the dirt. Dug out nicely by Dejan Reynoso. And they're 2 away. The runner moves over to third. Two away. Here's Colton Burtis. 0 for 2 tonight. All-star out of UCO. He will represent the West Division next week at Eck Stadium. Good numbers, 490. And he takes a pitch for a strike. 73 pitches for Burstra. He's given up 3 runs here in the 5th. Defense has not been his friend. That's outside, 1-1. couple of errors in the inning. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Boy, had a good hack at that one. And it's 1-2. One, two. That is lifted to center. Charlie Gordon has a beat on it. He'll come in and make the play. And that'll do it for the Sluggers. They strand a runner, but they're going to get 3. We've played 4.5. Our new score, Haysville 10, Wichita Sluggers 3. We'll be back.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 5th. Our new score, 10-3 Aviators. Haysville gave up 3. In the top half of the 5th, it'll be 3, 4, and 5 for Haysville. Levon Reynoso, Deshaun Reynoso, and Candor. Levon 1 for 2 with a walk and a homer. New pitcher, a lefty out of Butler Community College. It'll be Braden Smith. Be the third pitcher of the ball game for the Sluggers. Smith has appeared in 2 games. 1 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 7 hits, 8 runs, a walk, and a couple of strikeouts. 32.40 ERA. 3-1 now to Levon Reynoso. Shout out to Frank in South Carolina. We appreciate you tuning in. We got to get you a hobby or something. Here's a 2-1. That is inside, 3-1. Kind of a unique arm slot from Smith. Kind of drops down and kind of looks like a push from this direction. But tough to pick up. Here's a 3-1. Popped up, right side. Jones over to have a look. It'll be out of play. Wind appears to be freshening a little bit. At least it almost blew my book away. Count goes to 3-2. And home half of the 5th, 10-3 Aviators. And the pitch. And he'll walk him. So Reynoso not quite sure of the count. He knows now. He's at first base. Leadoff walk. It'll bring up Dejan Reynoso. 1 for 3, a run scored, and a couple of RBIs. Singled and scored in the fourth. Drove in a couple. And the runner goes. Good jump. And he'll steal it. So Reynoso with about 3 steps before Smith delivered the baseball. He was going on first movement. And that'll certainly be a stolen base. So another runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the fifth. 1-0. Inside. And it's 2-0. Smith, a left-hander out of Butler Community College from Great Bend, Kansas. That's in the dirt, and it's 3-0. You got to think that Reynoso might be taking, but you never know. Coach Spunsburg might turn him loose. Here's the 3-0. That's high and away. And he'll walk him. So back-to-back walks from the new pitcher, Smith. And it's first and second, still nobody out. Here's Keaton Candor, all-star out of Concordia. 2 for 3, a couple of doubles and a run scored and a strikeout. Looks like Coach Jones out of the dugout to talk it over. Nobody getting loose in the Sluggers bullpen. Candor down to talk to Coach Spunsburg. Maybe he'll be a tad more patient this at bat. He was really impatient in the fourth. Maybe trying to force the issue a bit. Conference is over. We're in the home half of the fifth. First and second, nobody out. Leadoff walks to the Reynosos. Here's Keaton Candor. 2 for 3 today. 375 at the start of the day. The pitch to him. That is high. Command is certainly an issue for Smith. Got to think the Sluggers may be running out of arms. Wheels and chases Reynoso back to second base. No play. 11 hits for the Aviators, 3 for the Sluggers. And that is popped foul down the right side. That'll get out of play. Aviators a little sloppy on defense. They have kicked it around 3 times. That's inside, and it's 2-1. Newton in town tomorrow night and Friday night, and then the team's on the road at Great Bend all weekend. 2-1. That is lifted to center. Cahoot has a beat on it and will haul it in. Runner tags. Here is the throw. It's cut off. And a productive out for Candor. And there's one away.
Now batting number 10, Thomas Stevens.
First and third now with one away. Here's Thomas Stevens. Tough night for him. He's 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a flyout. LSU Eunice, 244 at the start of the day. He will have his first look at Smith. And a throw over. That chases Reynoso back. Got to think he's probably going not on first movement. Pretty good lead over there. And a pitch. That is off the hands, out of play. Jones with over to have a look, unable to get there. A lot of room and foul ground here at Vulcan Field. Big ballpark. They say it's one of the biggest in the state, and I believe it. Over 400 feet to center. Or in my case, driver and a 7-iron. No balls and a strike to Stevens. Throw over. Don't think we've seen his best move yet. And the 0-1. A little bit low. And it's 2-1. Runner goes. That is to the left side. Burtis will get there, but he won't have a play. He was cheated towards the bag, or at least headed toward the bag. Had to come back and get it. So a good piece of hitting for Stevens. He will have his first base hit of the ball game and an RBI. Levon will score, and it's 11-3. Still one out. Here's Schaefer. Was hit by a pitch and scored. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. First pitch is foul. Wasn't foul by much down the right field line. Hit it right where it was pitched. Schaefer 238 at the start of the day out of Glendale Community College. Here's the 0-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's 0-2. First and second, one away, one run across. And it's 11-3 Aviators. We're in the home half of the fifth. Here's the 0-2. That is lifted into right field, and Rip will have it. And throws a nice shot to third base, holds the runners, and they're 2 away.
Now batting number 21, Nick Martin.
2 away. Here's the catcher, Nick Martin. One for one tonight with a sacrifice and a walk. Also Glendale Community College. First and second, 2 away now. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike right at the belt, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That floats in there for a strike. Good off-speed pitch from Smith, and he's ahead 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That is up the middle for a base hit. They'll send the runner. And the throw into third is high. And will get away. Another run will score. So 2 runs across on the play. They're going to talk about it. They're going to see if the trailing runner goes to third base on that one.
Now batting number 18, Ian Jansen.
So it looks like the conference is over. Looks like the runner will stay where he is at. So Stevens down to second base. Or excuse me, Martin down to second base on the base hit. 12-3 now. 3 runs across. Or actually 2 runs across. 2 runs across. My fault. First pitch to Jansen. Is in there for a strike. Jansen 1 for 2. That will be into center field for a base hit. His second hit of the night. So a good night for Jansen and an RBI. So Martin will score, and that makes it 14-3 Aviators.
Now batting number 20, Charles Gordon.
Lineup will turn over. Here's Charlie Gordon. Walked in the fourth and was hit by a pitch in the second, and a couple base hits in there in between. So he's 2 for 2. So 4 runs across here in the fifth. 6 runs in the fourth, 4 in the fifth. And it's 14-3. First pitch is swung on and missed. 2 away. Runner at first base. And the 0-1 is swung on. Had a good hack at it. And he's in the hole 0-2. And the 0-2. That is fouled back. Good piece of hitting there. Going to stay alive. And here's the 0-2. The runner goes. And it's high. And Jansen will be into second base. Still no activity in the Slugger bullpen, so they must be satisfied with Smith the rest of the ball game. Here's a 1-2. That is fisted out of play. Smith, the third pitcher of the ball game for the Sluggers. Patty Walsh started. Brandon Pettick's come in. Now it's Brandon Smith. That is fouled away, right side. And the count remains 1-2. And a 1-2 foul back again. So good at bat for Charlie Gordon. He's going to make Smith work for it. Gordon 2 for 2 tonight, a couple of runs scored. 1-2. And a little excuse me swing back to the pitcher. Smith up with it. He'll flip to first, and that'll do it. Aviators strand 1, but they get 4, and we have played 5. Our new score, 14-3 Aviators. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville.
And we go to the 6th. Our new score, 14-3. Aviators get 4 in the bottom of the 5th. For the Sluggers, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. It'll be Rip, Osorio, and Lopez. Looks like we will have a pinch hitter. It'll be Ryan Lumpkin out of Eastern Oklahoma State. He takes a hack at the first one and fouls it straight back. And it's 0-1. Burster out for inning number 6. 76 pitches through 5. Still in pretty good shape pitch count-wise. He gave up 3 last inning. We'll see if he can improve on that here in the 6th. And the count goes to 1-1. 1-1. That's in there at the knees. Good spot for Burstra. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. That is deep to left. Back goes Candor looking up at the track. Gone. So a pinch hit home run for Lumpkin. And it's now 14-4. Had him down 1-2 and came back in, and he hit it out in the street. Here's Abel Osorio. Hitless tonight, 0 for 2. First pitch swinging and drills it to right. Over near the line is Stevens, and he will haul it in for out number 1. Osorio got good wood on it, and that, you know, as deep as this ballpark is, that may have been out of some ballparks. One out, here's Chris Lopez. Walked and scored in the 5th. He's 1 for 1. First pitch is low. Third time through for these guys to have a look at Burstra. We'll see how they respond. And the 1-0 is low. Here's a 2-0. That's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. They're in the 8th in Omaha, and it's 7-2 Vanderbilt. 2-1, just missed. Inside, 3-1. That's low. So a walk to Lopez with 1 away. 14-4 Aviators.
Now batting number 17, Dalton Daly.
Here is Dalton Daly. Homered last time in the 5th. Reached on an error in the 2nd. This will be his third look at Bruce Bursta. First pitch is into the gap in right center. They're going to send the runner. Here's the relay, and the throw to the plate is late. And Lopez scores from first on the double by Daly. The Sluggers will not go away. 2 runs across here in the 6th. And it's 14-5. So it looks like they're starting to square up Burstra a little bit. Wind is freshening a bit. That's not very good news. Here's Josh Jones. Takes a strike. Reached on an error and scored in the 5th. So he's 0 for 2. Out of Tabor College. It's in there for a strike. Good spot from Burstra, and it's 0-2. 1 away, runner at second. 2 runs across. 14-5 Aviators. Coming up on 9 o'clock Central Time. And the 0-2. That's wide. Good take by Josh Jones. One and two. One away, runner at second. Pitch. High and away. Tough 1-2 pitch to take there. But a good look from Josh Jones. And it's 2-2. Off-speed pitch is fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Don't forget, baseball camp coming up again, July the 6th. 9 to 12 right here at the ballpark. Only $35. That's inside, and it's 3-2. Still no activity in the Aviator bullpen. Here's the 3-2. That's bounced. Looks like they've got the runner hung up. And Schaefer, the third baseman, will apply the tag. Not the best of base running by the Sluggers. That ball is in front of him, and it's got to go through. He ran right into a tag. And they're two away. So here's Caden Cahoot. First pitch to him, right down the middle for a strike. Good fastball from Burstra. Cahoot 0 for 2. Here's the 0-1. That's away. And it's 1-1. One, high and away. That was pitch number 96 for Burstra. Got to think this might be the last inning for him. We will see. Swung on and missed. And it's 2-2. 5 hits for the Sluggers and 14 for the Aviators. We're in the top of the 6th. Our score 14-5. That is just outside. Looked about knee high. Pretty good spot. And it's 3-2. Cahoot out of Norris, Nebraska. And the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and he'll get him. That'll do it for the Sluggers. They will strand one, but they get a couple. Our new score after 5.5, 14-5, Haysville. We'll be back.
Are you ready?
Hey, welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the sixth. Sluggers get a couple in the top of the sixth. And our new score 14-5. 2, 3, and 4 for the Aviators. It'll be Robinson, Reynoso. Here is Chris Robinson. 2 for 4 today. And the first pitch is high and away. Jake Schaefer getting loose in the bullpen. And the 1-0. That's high and away. Smith out for inning number 2 for the Sluggers. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom half of the sixth. 14-5 Aviators. Trying to finish it off. Off-speed pitch is swung through and missed. Pretty good pitch there from Smith. And it's 2-1. And an off-speed pitch foul back again. Looks like Cameron Hill getting loose in the Slugger bullpen. And it's 2-1. And here it is. That's high and in. That'll run it to 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Robinson hitting .310 at the start of the day. Off-speed pitch, able to stay back long enough, fouled it away. And it's 3-2. That is up in his eyes, and that is tomahawked into left field for a base hit. So Robinson is aboard. Third base hit of the night. And the Aviators continue their offensive performance tonight. That is hit number 15. Here is Levon Reynoso. Walked in the fifth and stole a base. Couple of walks, a homer, and a bounce out. Pretty good lead over there by Robinson. Pitch is lifted to left. Lumpkin picks it up late over to make the play in left center. And Reynoso is retired. Kind of an awkward time. Lights have yet to completely take over. We still have some daylight, but not much. Difficult to pick up the baseball. One out, here's Dejan Reynoso. Walked and scored in the fifth. He is 1 for 3 tonight out of Chesapeake. Throw over. And Robinson back in there. Runner goes. And the pitch is fouled away. So Robinson was on the move. No balls and a strike. Big lead over there and a throw over. He's back in there. Still have yet to see probably Smith's number 1 move. A right-hander continues to loosen in the Sluggers bullpen. That is ripped into left field right at the left fielder Lumpkin. That ball was scalded, and they're 2 away.
Now batting number 14, Keaton Kander.
So that'll bring up Keaton Kander. flew out in the 5th. A couple of doubles tonight, so he's 2 for 4. 375 at the start of the day. And the first pitch to him is high and away, ball 1. Big lead over there. And the pitch. That's in the dirt. Gets away. And Robinson will round it and take a look on the wild pitch. Like Schaefer has finished his warm-up tosses. Two balls, no strikes to Candor. That's high and away. Thomas Stevens would be next. Three-0. That's inside. Candor will draw the walk with 2 away. And it's first and second. That'll bring up Thomas Stevens now out of LSU Eunice. Base hit, drove in a run in the 5th. He's 1 for 4. Be his second look at Smith. First pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Schaefer would be next if Stevens were to reach. And here's the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Like Smith painted the outside corner on that one. It's 1-1. Here's a 1-1. Off-speed pitch, bounced, foul. Fielded by Daly at third. Wasn't fouled by much. Stevens runs very well, so that'd have been a tough play. But all he had to do is step on the bag and force Robinson. One, two. That has popped up right side. Looks like Jones has a beat on it, and he will haul it in for out number 3. So the Aviators strand a couple, and we've played 6. Our score 14-5 Haysville. We'll be back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Our score 14-5 Aviators. So it looks like Aviators are going to go to the bullpen. Actually, not to the bullpen. They're going to go with the third baseman. Ian Schaefer will get his first mound appearance of the season. Looks like the designated hitter, that would be Levon Reynoso, will come into the ball game and play third base. Top of the order, it'll be Hartman, Thies, and Burtis. And the first pitch to Hartman is low, ball 1. So a good night for Bruce Burstra. Gave up 5 runs on 5 hits and went 6 innings. That is into right field for a base hit. So Hartman just reaches out and pokes it into right. And he's aboard with nobody out here in the 7th.
Now batting number 6, Adam Thies.
This will bring up Adam Thies. He's hitless tonight, 0 for 3 out of Neosho. Wichita native. Pretty good lead over there by Hartman. And the pitch, that gets away from Martin. And Hartman will be down to second base on the pass ball. A little sloppy tonight on the Aviators side. 3 errors. Are swinging it pretty well, 15 hits. And the 1-0 is in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Top half of the 7th, 14-5 Aviators. And the 2-0, that's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Martin. And it's 3-0. Three balls and no strikes, nobody out. Hartman led it off with a little flare into right. That's in there at the knee, 3-1. See if I was a little worried about Schaefer's right hand. He made some errant throws to first base. It appears to be okay. Here's the 3-1, high and away, and he walked him. So Thies is aboard. That'll bring up Colton Burtis. Also hitless tonight, 0 for 3. Out of the University of Central Oklahoma, he is an all-star. He will play in the Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star game next week at X Stadium. And the pitch is outside. Looks like Coach Spongeburg going to go to the mound. A little command issue with Schaefer. Nobody getting loose. Wind appears to be picking up a bit. 14-5 Aviators. They really can't get out of their own way tonight. Several walks and 3 errors. Quick conference, and it's over. Count remains 1 ball and no strikes to the shortstop, Burtis. pitch. That's in the dirt. And it's 2-0. Here's a 2-0. That is outside. 3 balls, no strikes. So Schaefer 1 pitch away from loading them up here in the 7th. 3-0 is low, and he'll walk him. So back-to-back walks issued by Schaefer. And just like that, they're loaded up. So that'll bring up Lumpkin. He had a pinch hit homer in the 6th. He's seen 1 pitch. And we saw it when it went by on its way to 63rd Street. He's 1 for 1. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Wind is not letting up much. Still every bit of 10 to 15 mile an hour blowing out to left. Almost completely dark here in Haysville. And the 0-1 off-speed pitch misses low. And Martin dug it out. One. That's inside. Looks like the bullpen's going to get busy. That's Devin Martin getting loose. He is a right-hander. Bases are loaded, 2 balls and a strike, and it's 14-5 Aviators. That's in there for a strike. 2-2. You know, pitchers can get in a strike mentality or rhythm, and so can umpires. So if you're not around the zone and then there's something close, you're likely not to get it. And that's the case here tonight with Schaefer. 2-2. That's a good fastball. Just got a piece of it, fouled it back. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two in there for a call strike. Look like a little late call. Strike at the letters. We'll take it. And they're 1 away. That'll bring up Abel Osario. Actually, this is a pinch hitter. That would be Coy Duff. And he takes a strike. So Duff out of Derby. 0-1. Swings through it, misses, and it's 0-2. Looks like Schaefer may have found another gear. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and he got him. So the pinch hitter, Duff, swings through it, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Chris Lopez, now playing right field. Out of Murray State. A couple of walks and a base hit, so he's 1 for 1. Like to see Schaefer get out of it. Bases are loaded, and 2 away. First pitch swinging into center field. Gordon has a beat on it and will haul it in, and that'll do it. So Schaefer is going to wiggle out of a bases loaded jam, and the Sluggers are going to leave him loaded. We have played 6.5. Our score 14-5 Aviators. Will be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th. Little Partridge family at the ballpark after stretch. So for all you folks that are my age and remember watching the Partridge family, you had a little memory there. New pitcher for the Sluggers, 4th one of the night. It'll be Cameron Hill, 3rd of an inning of work. Out of Fort Scott from the Colony in Texas. So it'll be Hill, a right-hander. He will face 7, 8, and 9. It'll be Daly, Jones, and, excuse me, wrong side there, brother. It will be 7, 8, and 9. Schaefer, Martin, and Jansen. First pitch to Schaefer is inside, ball 1. Couple of walks, a hit by pitch, and a flyout. So he's 0 for 1. And the 1-0 is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Nice velocity from Hill. So we're in the home half of the 7th. 14-5 Aviators. And he'll wear that one. So the 3rd time tonight he has been plunked. Actually, that's the 2nd time. My apologies. Probably feels like the 3rd time.
Number 21, Nick Martin.
That'll bring up the catcher out of Los Angeles, Nick Martin. Glendale Community College. Couple of hits tonight. Pretty good lead over there by Schaefer. And that's high, ball 1. Home half of the 7th, 14-5 Aviators. Good lead over there by Jake Schaefer. He led it off, getting plunked. And the 1-0. That's low, dug out nicely by Peterson. And it's 2-0. Here's the 2-0. That is right down the middle for a strike. Good velocity on that one from Cameron Hill. And Hill's going to step off and start over. Martin looks like he's been rolling in the dirt for some reason. Here's a 2-1, runner goes. Off-speed pitch. Throw down to second, not in time. Good pitch to run on. Good pick and throw by Peterson, but a good jump by Schaefer, and he will steal it. And he's in scoring position with nobody out. 3-1 now to Martin. And the pitch. It's in the dirt. And Martin will draw his second walk of the evening. That'll bring up Ian Jansen.
Ian Jansen.
Couple of hits on the night. Scored a run in the fourth. That'll improve on that .087 batting average. So first and second, still nobody out. First pitch is low. And that is right down the middle for a call strike. That'll even it up 1-1. Remember, tomorrow night, Newton will be in town. 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll have it for you. 1-1. Inside. Almost hit him. And it's 2-1. Newton the next two nights. Then the team will be on the road at Great Bend Saturday and Sunday. Two balls and a strike. Nobody out. First and second. Home half of the seventh. Off-speed pitch. Floats high. And 3-1. Good break on it. Just stayed high. Jansen out of Saginaw Valley State. And the 3-1. That's going to catch the outside corner. 3-2 now. Pretty good spot by Hill. Painted the outside corner with nice velocity. Count goes to 3-2. Still nobody out. Charlie Gordon is next. Hill with a couple of looks. Here's a 3-2. It's in the dirt, and he'll walk him. So 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And Cameron Hill is in a bit of trouble here in the home half of the seventh. 14-5 Aviators. Coach Jones out of the dugout to talk about it. I'm going to remind you that the next baseball camp put on by the Aviators will be July the 6th from 9 to 12. Go to the Aviator website to sign up. It's only $35. You're going to get professional instruction from these Aviator ball players. You get 3 hours off to drink coffee with no kids. I don't know if you can beat a deal like that. My parents would drop me off at the ballpark when there was no camp.
Charles Gordon.
They drank coffee anyway. Here's Charles Gordon. Top of the order. Couple of hits on the evening. He is 2 for 3 with a walk. Infield is in. Outfield is creeped in. And they're loaded. First pitch to Gordon is in the dirt. And that'll squirt away from the catcher. Unable to get it, and that'll do it. So the Aviators are going to come away with a run rule victory. Your totals for the Sluggers: 5 runs, 6 hits, a couple of errors. For the Aviators, 15 runs, 15 hits, and 3 errors. Haysville goes to 11-5, and the Sluggers drop to 7-10. Again, tomorrow night we'll have first pitch at 7 o'clock, Newton Rebels. For Chris, I'm Todd. We will see you then.
Are you ready?